Because, hello everybody, it is I, the one and only FrightKnightGamer, coming back to you with another episode of Kingdom Hearts. This is Ryan.
Hi.
And we're getting near a big battle.
Yes, we are.
Hear me, my Heartless. Attack the white.
I think after this episode, it might be time for ice cream. What do you
She's
think?
kind of a cooler boss, to be honest.
Who is?
Maleficent.
You don't fight her in this game.
I know, but like, as somebody controlling an army, she's kind of cooler than the organization. Is like a group controlling an army.
Yes, but
Heartless. Leave the
I think the organization
your
is cooler.
attention to Sora and his friends.
Stop fighting the other things.
Because, and I'll tell you why I think the organization is cooler. I also think it's better because there are higher leagues of enemies, right?
Yeah.
Like, they have actual strategists over there, right? You have Maleficent, who's like the top dog, but because Maleficent controls an army of Heartless, it also means that Maleficent is the only one who can think in her big army of people, right? Like, Heartless, they act on impulse. They're impulsive. That's all they are. Nobodies can think. They have actual thoughts.
I mean, these specific nobodies can.
No, yeah, they can.
Really?
All nobodies can think. They just aren't, you know, they're not, what's the word I'm thinking of?
So was Sora the only Heartless that could actually think? Other than Ansem? Who was actually Xehanort?
So Sora was like, he still kind of acted on impulse, right? He wasn't thinking, it was just impulsively
Whoops.
That's fine. You can still level up Valor with nobodies, right? It just matters what the hits are. By the way, those things are going to be really annoying. What you want to do is use magic on them, so Valor is actually not a good idea for the... But the Dusks are fine for... The Dusks are good for Valor. Because they have, like... They basically can't do any damage to you, and they have a high enough HP where you can get a lot of hits in. But I just think nobodies are stronger.
So Sora more or less was acting on impulse, you were saying?
Yeah, so nobodies are stronger, typically stronger than Heartless.
I mean,
and they're
but when
smarter.
he was a Heartless, he went and he looked for Kairi and he didn't attack
Looks like she
Kairi.
ran
Yeah.
away.
Well, that was
So-
very lame of her.
I guess we.
Whereas an average Heartless would just attack anything
Yes.
with a pulse.
Oh, Jim is asking when you should expect me.
I thought we were gonna do it.
She said we're leaving at 5.
Okay. Anyway.
Hey, if you
But yeah, and there's also Ansem, who
we
is
can always use
Ansem,
help.
Handsome
who was
Ansem?
actually Xehanort.
Handsome Ansem?
So during the first game, he was actually just Ansem.
Yeah.
And they just pulled that crap out of their butt during this game.
Yes.
Like, oh, we need to make Xehanort the enemy now.
Yes, that's how they built upon it. Because originally Ansem was... The thing about Kingdom...
Did Leon really have any treasure?
The thing about Kingdom Hearts 1 is that Ansem being the villain was actually the twist. Right? Because throughout the entire game, until you meet Ansem, Ansem is supposed to be the good guy who was like studying the Heartless and like trying to figure out how to beat them.
Which is actually
true. That's what he was doing.
We don't have time for you.
As the story goes on, but so you expect Ansem to be this like wise old like guy who's on your side, and then you talk to like possessed Riku, and you have the famous "I am Ansem, Seeker of Darkness," and you're like, oh my god, this Ansem's a bad guy, and he's not only is he a bad guy, but he's behind all of this, and he's possessing Riku.
I like Sephiroth's swing.
Ain't Sephiroth the one who's supposed to be the dark part of Cloud's heart?
Found Sephiroth.
Did Cloud tell you that? Then he must
I
understand.
love Sephiroth's voice.
Just what are you gonna do to him?
Nothing. Cloud is the one who hungers for darkness.
He said he's got a score to settle with you.
He's got the best voice.
He wants to meet me again.
So does Cloud really hunger for darkness?
I have no idea. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII.
Neither have I.
Then
I don't know how any of these characters works.
Yeah. I just know that Sephiroth is the one-winged angel.
Always the
I also know that Sid exists in everything.
Yes.
Like, Sid is in every Final Fantasy game. He doesn't always look the same.
Yes, but he's there. I also know that the Mughals,
Yep.
they're in every Final Fantasy game.
And then apparently Titus and whoever are reunited.
That is the Cave of Remembrance. Do not go in there or you will die.
Go in there, got it.
If you attempt to go in there, you will die.
Go in there and die immediately. I understand.
You are not ready for the Cave of Remembrance. You're back at maximum drive. I love when it does that. That's the best.
So I should just always use drive right before a cutscene.
I guess. Never be afraid to use drive, by the way. But just, don't use the... If you're fighting a bunch of nobodies, don't go into wisdom form, because you're not going to accomplish anything. If you're fighting a bunch of nobodies, the best thing for you to do is go into Valor. Yeah.
Got it.
Or limit, if you know how to use limit form. Because limit form is actually not that hard to use.
I love
And it's
Leon.
very easy to level
I
up.
love Leon's sword.
Yes. I forget what it's called. I haven't played I haven't... Whatever game he's in, but... His actual name is Squall. And...
Then why the hell do we call him Leon?
Because that's what he wanted to be called. Magic.
Which one?
Thunder. Before I figured out that these things are, like, useless once they're faced with magic, this actually was one of the hardest parts for me to beat.
Me too.
Yeah. But then you realize, like, these things, like, they can't do anything if you use magic against them. So then it became pretty easy.
I just remembered that aerial recovery is a thing.
Okay, Valor. And it's interesting. Using Valor, like, is really risky because you have the highest chance of going into anti-form with Valor.
That explains why it used to happen to me all the time.
Uh-oh, you're gonna get, like, bombarded. You need to run.
Okay.
You might actually have to revert soon. Not right now, because you seem to be doing pretty well, but... You need to revert, you need to revert, you need to revert.
I am aware.
Heal, 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 heal!
Yay. I live.
Okay.
But I also used all of my magic, so that sucks.
Yeah, you need to run, 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 run.
I still have items, right?
Yes, you do. Kill that one. Kill that one. Very close to dying, that one. Okay, good, good, good. Alright. You can go back into Valor. Triangle, triangle. You could have just pressed triangle, but whatever. Guess you're just a loser.
Jeez, Ryan, why you gotta be so mean?
Well, why do you have to be a loser?
Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too?
Are you?
The king's in the bailey.
Gonna marry him
Head over there.
anyway.
Got it.
Marion. That is
Is that a different song?
nope.
Okay.
I just think it's weird.
Hey,
Hey.
people can marry whoever they want, man.
Well.
I found a bath bomb that said love bomb at Hot Topic, and I showed it to my friend, and he's like, you know what really bothers me about this? And I'm like, I don't know what. The fact that it's 2 young girls on the package. And I'm like, hey, I guess young girls can love each other too.
Oh no! This is the longest cutscene ever. No, it's not. It's the second longest cutscene.
That doesn't make it better.
I'm sorry. We're going to pause it here, and we're going to start the next episode at the beginning of this cutscene.
Hello, everybody.
All right.
It's been FrightKnightGamer saying stay chivalrous.
Goodbye.
Young girls can love each other too. Subscribe.